GeekGamerTV proudly presents the 2012 Papa Circuit Final live from Pittsburgh with top-seeded Zach Sharp, number 2 seed Keith Elwin, number 4 seed Joshua Henderson, and number 19 seed Daniele Acciari. It's now time for round 5 of 7 Monster Bash.
Starting already right now.
They've already started.
That was quick.
They're on fire. Getting things done together quickly. As we're back, and we with all the different machines that have been moved around, we are now doing some Monster Bash.
Bash it up. Now this is a game we've seen some really incredible play in the previous rounds. We saw over 500 million from 2 different players in the same game, from Daniele and from Stephen Bowden. 500 million and a 600 million in the same game.
And shockingly,
that's intimidating.
Yeah, I mean, Bowen. I mean, it seems that every time they're playing through this event all day, I should be saying, the scores are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, are we going to see that grand champion score that stood for years here get broken again? I mean, this could easily happen.
Hey, that got broken already. I don't want to see that broken again.
I know.
But it's fine. If I want to see it broken, I want to see it broken right here. Not a great first ball for Daniele as a start. He gets 3.9 million. And it looks as though he actually picked Monster Bash, where normally he would have been allowed to pick second. He chose Monster Bash at this point instead of just opting to play second. So Keith Elwin, who finished last in the previous game, he is player 2 here. Probably because Acciari picked this game to try and turn it around for himself. He didn't have a bad game just now, 3rd place, but having won 2 games and having 2 third places, I think if Acciari wants to win another game, this is the place to do it, to try and push him out to a lead that he can defend all the way to the end. Right,
and just to confirm, so first choice of game or position for this went to the winner of the last game.
Yeah, and so far pretty much everyone has just chosen to play last because they know that all 7 games are going to be played. It's not like a legitimate game choice where you can say, I'm going to play Frontier so that nobody else can play Jungle Cruise.
And we learned throughout the day that, or maybe you guys didn't hear this, Daniele does not like Iron Man.
Okay, well.
So I think he specifically did not want Future Spot. I think he wanted to stay with this type of feel, a fast game, and he wanted to try to put that. There's only 3 games left. He's leading right now. Yes. I think he wants to put a 4 right now.
If he hangs a 4 right now, he won't clinch.
No, but the pressure would be immense.
He'll push people out of the way. He'll push people to the point. He'll push other players to the point where at least one of them will just be eliminated and may drop.
Correct.
And that would allow him to pick up the one or two points per game the rest of the way that he would need to seal a victory.
Yeah.
I think it's a strong play. Obviously, it didn't work out for him in ball 1, but that's just ball 1.
Right, and we've seen lots of ball 1s or just short balls on this game in general. It's been rough on some people today, and at the same time you get on a roll and it's just literally monster balls.
Yeah, and here's where you talked to Keith Elwin, and he had a pretty negative attitude towards his play quality,
right?
Which, and his prospects for winning as well. And that's it's unfortunate for him that he's feeling that way. He's a great shot maker.
Exactly.
And he can win a tournament pretty much at the drop of a hat.
And in fact, I spoke to you, and maybe Greg was on with us at the time. I mean, these guys have been playing now a long time, hours. Obviously, Daniele being just out of control. This shows you how it wears on you psychologically. You're playing hard, and we know Keith is an amazing player. We know he's number 1 in the world right now, and yet even he is kind of, a little fed up, a little frustrated,
Yep, and you play a lot of games, and some of them don't go well, and you just get that in your head.
Now, last time we saw
Monster Bash, if you talk to somebody after they finish last on a game, they're not going to feel too happy about it no matter what happens.
That's true.
And that's what we had just now, too.
We've been seeing the same play where it's up the middle, bounce over, up the middle, bounce over.
Yeah, so he's cashing in spinner points and trying to get to Mosh. or light mosh anyway. So he's now at a point where he has 5 shots up the middle, 6 shots light a multi-ball. So he's following the same tactic that you follow in the rest of the game. And in this case, he may actually, I think that he did not want to do that, to start to light the multi-ball, because he's gonna start finishing things and lighting them. And the goal is to basically get.
Oh wow! Wow! He's gonna beat himself up for that one.
That's just not usual behavior. It's
not typical
by him.
You know, Bowen, I don't know if you were on earlier. I think Greg was with us when I think it was Stephen Bowden actually when he made that huge game. He actually lit the Mosh multi-ball very early, just to have it sitting there as insurance and feel good, like feeling like, you know, I'm going to work on some monsters now. If things go really south in the next couple balls, I'll start the Mosh and see what happens.
Yeah, as Lyman would say, dude, go for Mosh. Mosh usually not part of players' direct strategy if they're going for Bash or Rock, but in the case where your goal is to score points by beating players.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that was beautiful right there.
Very nice.
And he's going to pause a few seconds, get his bearings, start over again, basically do a quick reset the brain, and be back in shooting mode. I think that players often change modes while they're in the middle of the game, from shot-making mode to sort of recovery mode, and it just keeps going back and forth, where they're like, oh, ball's out of control, even changing their stance or changing what kinds of things they'll choose to do. And that was, that was really unavoidable drain there.
I want to remind everybody that, yes, this is still live, and yes, we are still here. This is the Papa Circuit event final from Scott Township, Pennsylvania, here at the Papa headquarters facility. And we started at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time this morning. And yes, we are still live at 7:50 p.m. here on the East Coast. I almost said West Coast.
Almost 5 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time. Now, if you're in Arizona, I don't know what time it is. Nobody ever knows.
Well, it's
what's
like
going on with
3 different time zones.
Daylight savings stuff over there. We're waiting on player 4, Joshua Henderson. He wasn't in the area, but he also waited a little while after a tilt. We found through research and just testing that it actually takes several minutes, like 2.5 minutes or more, for the tilt bob to truly settle down. There's a plumb bob inside the machine that judges when you've moved it too far. And it can literally take 2.5 to 3 minutes for that plumb bob to fully settle. And on games that are sensitive tilts, you almost maybe want to take that full time, just so you don't get hosed by the game into having it tell you tilted when you really just moved it a little bit, and aggregating on somebody else's mistake. So
I'm so impressed with his play.
I usually take 60 seconds.
And he's such a free-flowing player. I mean, and he's hitting the shots. I mean, that's the crazy part.
Yeah, I mean, Josh and Daniele. This is the scary part. They have a lot of room for growth. You know, there are clearly parts of their game that they are not masters of. Be it strategy. Certain games I see Josh play where he'll choose a very straightforward strategy and then follow that strategy even when it's not appropriate.
Right.
And for Daniele, I think his game knowledge is also a little suspect. But that doesn't mean he can't execute. It doesn't mean he can't win. What it really means is that both of them have room to get even better. And when they do get better, we're all in deep trouble. We're already in deep trouble.
I think someone just called us out, by the way. Why? Wait, is someone trying to say something?
I'm receiving gum.
I know, but is someone trying to say we have bad breath?
Maybe.
And some Girl Scout cookies.
Girl Scout cookies.
And the endless bag keeps going.
And what is this? Oh, anyway, we should. Wow, I have received Pop Rocks and mints. Thanks, Facebook. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to Josh Henderson. Josh is wearing a Toyota hat today, which is a little unusual because I don't think he can actually drive. Maybe he can. I don't know how old he is exactly, but he's closing in on driving age. Maybe he's negotiated a major sponsor. We've got Prilosec on the horn.
Oh boy.
For the past year, I've seen Josh wearing Pepsi hats. almost at every tournament.
So is he
And
sponsored by
it really
Fetch?
makes me wonder that he may be sponsored by
Secret sponsor?
Secret sponsor. Maybe not so secret. Maybe I just don't know. Now that.
There we go. Backhanded, like you talked about.
Yeah, but this is a huge mistake. And, you know, like, multi-ball is not a huge mistake. How could it be a huge mistake? The mistake is made because Josh is not bringing in any of the other monsters. Nothing else is going on. No Bride, no Wolfman, no Creature. The point potential in this mode is very, very, very low right now compared to when other players are going to start.
Do you think that backhand intentional? Or
Yeah,
was
it was absolutely intentional backhand. I've seen Josh play Monster Bash the same way in other situations, and it's sort of correct play in that it looks like, hey, this thing's ready to go. I better go get it. But Monster Bash wants you to stack. Bring in all the monsters. Bring in as many as you can. And Josh has not done that. So the point potential for him in this multi-ball is very limited. He's playing the multi-ball quite well, but he's going to come down out of this multi-ball with probably, what, 20 million maybe total?
If that, yeah.
17,
yeah.
And if he had brought in the Bride mode, you look, he's one shot away from Bride, one shot away from Wolfman. He started Mummy just now, which is a frenzy mode. I'm just saying again, this is scary for me as a player to know that Josh has that much more potential to play better, when the rest of us are already basically at our limits.
Well, what he should do is he should come back, watch this video. He'll hear this.
Well, he didn't hear me the last time he did this on Monster Bash, and I yelled at him for the same thing. So
like, what are
maybe
you doing, man?
Maybe he'll watch it eventually. But he's definitely, I want to say, opportunistic player and looking at what's in front of him and just taking what's there. And to some extent, that's a positive, because you want to take what's there. You don't want to leave stuff on the table when you drain your third ball. But if you don't take advantage of the opportunities the game offers you to get more points,
right?
As have been delivered some popcorn from Chicago.
How are you getting all the food over here?
One of the greatest parts about these
like
pinball
dying
tournaments
over
is
here.
people are coming from all over the world, and we've got candy and soda.
You
from
have
Canada.
this mountain of food. I have this Starbucks from
Hey, you got
Anastasia.
the Starbucks from Anastasia.
That's
that
all
was
I
pretty
got.
sweet,
Yeah,
right there.
Well, look at you.
I got the Starbucks from Anastasia too. So ha ha ha. Meanwhile, Josh Henderson continuing to roll here.
I wasn't kidding about that.
And you want Taco Bell?
I want
some of this?
I won't eat on the air. I'll wait.
The Pop Circuit Final is brought to you by Wells Street Popcorn. WellStreetPopcorn.com or 888-5-POPCORN. Not actually a sponsor.
Well, I was going to say that. I didn't get that memo.
Look, if it's going to get me more popcorn,
Ah,
I'm okay with that.
that's why I keep mentioning Taco Bell, right?
Taco Bell doesn't sell popcorn.
No, they don't.
What Taco Bell do you go to? They sell popcorn.
It was one of those things, Northwest thing.
All
All
right,
right, so he starts the creature feature.
Yeah, and he's now going to start Dracula, and that will open up Monster Bash for him.
And he
So
does.
this is it.
He
He's
just
got all
got
6.
it.
He's going to get Monster Bash on ball 1. This is Crazy Town. I'm telling you.
This is from
amazing.
This is from the backhand starting multi-ball Frankenstein, and now to this.
Now this one shot right in. Come on, make the shot already. Oh, Dracula's blocking him. Get out of the way.
What are you doing?
As Todd McCulloch would say, he's being lock blocked right now.
Oh,
there
nice
it is,
shot.
right there.
Very
That's the
nice.
first shot. Crowd cheers. They know it. This is Monster Bash, big multi-ball, and here, all of those modes he stacked in are positive now.
Yep.
Because he is playing them all. Now that he may have actually said all along, well, I don't want to stack in everything until I start Monster Bash, which would be really, really ballsy to play Frankenstein by itself, so he could put all 5 together with Monster Bash instead of with, and we don't really need to see this full animation here. I'm going to abort it. But all monsters, 2 million. The center shot is worth up to 7.5 million, which you earn by shooting the spinner. And the spinner value is advanced every time you hit a monster. You get 2 million, and you get 750,000 put onto the value of that spinner shot.
Is there a maximum to that?
Spinner shot can be worth up to 7.5. So you do have to pay attention to it, because if you get it for 7.5, it means that you weren't paying enough attention to it. It maxed
still
out.
got ball save going.
Yeah, this is a long ball saver, and just all hell
There
breaks
it
loose.
goes.
There's 7.5, and another 2 million besides. Yeah, this is.
Now he's
this is
taking
good stuff.
advantage of all.
Now he smashed the guitar for a special. That's worth another 10 million. And is that it?
Nope, he's got one ball there, and that's it.
Well, that's it for Monster Bash anyway. And
whoa,
whoa,
almost
where did
came
that
back.
ball go? What a ball! What a ball! 47 million Monster Bash. He does not get Monsters of Rocklet because he did not complete the tasks during Monster Bash. So that was a place where stacking things in with Frankenstein could have helped him, but it was a really impressive ball. He gets Monster Bash on ball 1. That is really nice. And that certainly puts a lot of pressure on everyone else. Daniele Acciari taking over here. And he doesn't have much going on.
As Mr. Jeff Gagnon.
There is the same thing. I'm going to say that both Acciari and Henderson have some game knowledge to learn about. Acciari has played the same, in my opinion, the same error that Henderson played on his ball. He started the Frankenstein multi-ball with nothing paired up. If you bring in Bride, you can earn like 20 million extra points from Bride. If you bring in Full Moon Fever, you'll get like 10 million extra points for finishing Fever.
Do you think there's a layer of urgency, though, for the reason why?
No, I don't. I think it's multi-ball is ready. I should shoot multi-ball now. And it's there are games like Demo Man. He clearly has a lot of experience with. He may not have as much experience with Monster. I completely speculate, but with multi-ball ready, why claim it? It's still there. It's only ball 2. You can light a bunch of stuff, start the other modes, then start the multi-ball, and then that shot he just made could have been a Full Moon Fever award as well as just a 400,000.
Yeah.
Big deal. And he's got a super jackpot there. That's 2 million, 2.5 million now that he's done enough of them. But not much in it in this multi-ball, like we saw from Josh. But then Josh turned around and blasted the crap out of the rest of the game. So I fully expect here that Acciari will crush this ball and prove that he is a much better pinball player than I am once again.
I'm back.
We've got
Welcome.
We've got 3 games.
Thanks
to
for letting
go
me have some lunch.
here in the Papa Circuit Final. If you are just tuning in, if you've been watching this the whole day, we really thank you for it.
Absolutely.
We'd love for you to let others know about competitive pinball. Papa.org. GeekGamerTV is bringing us to you live.
We're still here.
And
almost a Lazarus there.
Yeah, that almost came back for him. He did get $1 million there. You don't want to tilt that out. $1 million in bonus could end up coming in handy if it comes down to it. 39 million there for Acciari. But again, both he and Henderson making what I think is that error of starting the Frank multi-ball with nothing else to it. I'm not sure what other players feel about that, or anybody others who were watching. But
yeah, it's ball 2. I wouldn't have done that yet, especially when you have a big number to catch, like 126. Maybe he's doing something semi-conservative because he feels he has some kind of lead that's good, but I don't think it's that good.
I don't think it's that either.
10-8-6-4 is not very good.
I think it's looking at it and saying, "Hey, multi-ball, go."
Yeah, and I don't think that's a good strategy.
In this case, it isn't. It's weird because you're like, why would you not want to start a multi-ball when it's available? And Frank multi-ball is pretty rare. You usually only get 1 per game.
Yes.
It takes 6 shots to light it the first time. It takes 12 shots to light it the second time. And maybe Acciari will shoot that shot 12 times in the next ball and light it again.
And then we'll be looking like fools.
So right now, Elwin's in the middle of Mosh Pit multi-ball.
Mosh Pit. And the animation there with the hands is an animation that basically appears almost as is in AC/DC. It's very similar. The general animation here of the monsters dancing back and forth is inspired by the Charlie Brown Christmas special.
Yeah.
So if you watch the way they move, and there's the stage dive. But all the dancing there, you get the one with the twins that are going back and forth, and the arms and all that. And they're basically doing the moves that the kids do in Charlie Brown Christmas special.
You are a plethral encyclopedia. Plethral.
You are apparently...
I think that's an accurate way to put that.
You are apparently a thesaurus of information. Okay.
Oh.
All shots are 1.3, so he's still got the 2 balls going.
He's had a really tough time hitting that center ramp, though.
Is shoot the Frank ramp over and over again. He's being patient here to get the ball trapped, and now he's going to try to whip it around the Frank ramp. Get a trap on the left here. That's unusual. I would have expected him to live catch there and just completely have possession of that ball on the left, and he didn't do that.
It looks like he might have a stuck ball somewhere. He's got one. Yeah, he's playing fair. He's being nice.
It went in the saucer?
It would come out. It looks like it aired onto something.
Now in a lot of these games, you know,
maybe
when
on
you
top
open
of
the
pop
coin
upper.
door, it kills the
It'll
power.
kill the flipper. Yeah.
We have sort of specially rigged these games
To not do
where
that.
possible to.
As we see right now. There it is.
And so this high power disabled that would normally kill the flippers. Oh, it's
stuck in Dracula.
Stuck in the Dracula with the little ball grabber magnet. And return to the flipper of choice. That is going to be helpful. So he gets the trap after all. The trap that he was trying to get out of Preacher. Just a long way around. Where is Elwin here? He's got 46 million, so he's put a little bit of room between him and Acciario's player 1. Player 3 is Zach Sharp, who has not really played very well here. And he's going to try whipping this around center ramp. 1.3 million a shot. Surprising miss there. Okay. That's all right. He'll separate here and get the ball back to the right flipper. Jackpots are 1.3 million, and if you shoot the center shot, the center ramp 10 times, you get a super jackpot. And that is his 7th out of 10, 8, 9, gotta make this, 10, 11 million.
A big one.
For the super. Now, you gotta make 10 other shots.
No, is it 5?
It's 5, no, I'm sorry, it's 5 hits
Thank
to the
goodness.
target bank.
10 would be very difficult.
5 hits to the target bank. Will light another super. And Mosh Pit Multi-Ball tends to be sort of the redheaded stepchild on Monster Bash, where you blow it off. If it happens, it happens. Hooray. But
apparently not today.
We're really seeing players taking advantage of it, and I think it's maybe an evolution in strategy on the game.
Sure.
That this is the way to get a good score without having to get rocked or bashed.
Yes,
and if you somehow crap out,
Ooh.
you don't end up with 10 million as a final score. You end up with 50 or 60.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen Monster Bash in tournaments
That's a huge
plenty of
score
times.
for Mosh Pit Multi-Ball. 45 million Destiny Multi-Ball. 78 million overall for Keith Elwin as he continues. He's got Mummy Mayhem lit, and that's another advantage of playing Mosh. It's basically going to light Mummy Mayhem for you, which occurs from getting like 60 pop bumpers or something absurd like that. You're not going to pick that up in regular play. You pick it up pretty handily through other rules.
He's got Bride set up nicely for one shot if he wants to start that at some time.
But he's also got the Frankenstein head nearly finished. One shot will open Frankenstein. One shot will start Bride. And he's being very selective about his shot making here. He's going to try to start Creature. He's going to try to load up. I'm not sure what he's doing there.
I'll tell you. I think he saw an opportunity to do all 6 monsters at once.
Well, he shot the left ramp and then bounced it over.
I think that was an accident.
Yeah,
I think he was going for Wolf.
he's going for Wolf, too.
Yeah.
It's hard to really know, but I think he's going for Wolf. And there's the shot. And the Mummy, you're just frenzy, shoot everything as many times as you can. I don't know. I mean, I don't think he's shooting left ramp all day. Oh, you know what? I have talked to him about this. Here's what he does.
All right.
He tries to shoot the left ramp, and the goal is actually to glance off the Frankenstein and get credit for the Frankenstein in a safe way. And so instead of having to risk it when you go after Frank.
Oh boy.
And here we go. He's got Dracula ready. The Mummy is finished, or Mummy is running. I don't know.
There we go.
Oh boy.
And this is what was
Did he
needed.
Start Bride? I don't think
yes,
he
started Bride first, and
he's been. Shot.
And I was just about to say he kind of needed to get that going to be able to finish.
Watch how many points he puts up here compared to what we saw from Josh Henderson and Daniel Acciari in this multi.
Both Josh and Daniela took only Frankenstein?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
So the score now is 86
They may be regretting it now.
86 million, right? But there's Dracula running around. There's Bride running around. Now it may end up being a terrible multi-ball. So that would really ruin my point here.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. You're right.
I'm sorry. I deeply
it.
apologize to Keith Elwin for ruining his multi-ball. And
second chance?
Clearly, the answer is that. Clearly, the answer is to play Frank only by itself. It's worth more points. So this is a chance for last-minute chance. It's a single ball.
Oh, double danger.
That's a save.
Oh,
unbelievable.
Wow. Unbelievable. He was expecting that to fully tilt too. He was walking away.
Yeah, he's walking away. He had sort of the.
And he's pounding Kerry Bradshaw's out of
and he did
out
another
of Frankenstein
nudge
there.
He's pounding what? Oh dear.
You haven't heard that one yet? Another Kerry Bradshaw.
I don't think I need an explanation.
Wow.
I don't want one.
Oh, you do?
Very nice.
Good job by Keith Elwin. Strong ball.
Great job.
Save there. Didn't get as much out of it at the end, but a 109.
No, that was.
And he is now within striking distance of Josh Henderson, who has already played Monster Bash. So if Elwin, and so here's the opportunity cost. You know, basically, Josh Henderson played Race to Bash.
Right.
And he pulled it off. He had a decent bash, 47 million, but his total score is only a 120. If the difference in the scoring really is that Elwin additionally played Mosh Pit and put up 45 million Mosh Pit multi. So he's playing other strategies as well as trying to get to Monster Bash. I don't know how close he is. I think he still needs Creature. And that may be it. He may only need Creature.
I don't know if he finished Bride, though. Did he finish those things?
I'm not worried about it. Just getting Bash.
Oh, Bash. Sorry. I thought we were talking Rock.
Where the Bash is, again, just playing all 6 monsters. Rock is finishing all 6 monsters for the instruments. And they are worth a different number of points based on what they have. In fact, the recent Stern game, the Avengers, it's not fair to say they copied this idea because it's George Gomez, the same playfield designer. But the Avengers carries forward many of the ideas that are present in this game, including the idea that you can finish each Avenger twice. Once for one level and a second thing for something else. So that would be here, and if you get all 6, Avengers the first way, you get a bonus round. If you get them all the second way, you get the final one. It's an idea that makes it accessible enough to new players to understand what they're doing, and then each major shot is controlled by one of those objectives.
And it looks like Zach here now. Now it's his turn for Mosh Pit.
He's got 2 balls trapped on the left, which is really ideal.
Yes.
Whipping the other balls around the center ramp. 3 balls on the left edge. This is trouble. This might collide. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
wow. Great control.
Oh,
Great control.
That was so cool.
And right back to getting 2 on the left there.
He's starting a lawnmower.
Look.
He's still going.
Yeah, he's still going.
And people, look at the way he's flipping the game. Look at his flips.
These flick flips is something that I don't really see from many other players. And Zach is.
But it shows a little confidence.
Yeah.
It shows that he's ready. He's dialing in. He's feeling good.
He's like, oh yeah, here we go.
Wow.
Outstanding. Really. Just plain outstanding.
And Bowen, is he running Bride as well there? Are those flashing?
And he gets one.
I think he is.
One
more shot for the super. No, it's not going to happen. That's quite a bit of points.
So he needs to get those done now if he wants that instrument.
What?
The Brides. The timer is now going to be off.
Yeah, the timer's off, but he can shoot the center shot to reset the timer.
Whack.
Oh,
He's
right.
picking up millions here from the left ramp. Whoa, was that a backhand?
He's a backhand attempt on that right ramp.
That is some balls there.
Whack.
Well, he's
4
making
seconds.
Left ramp.
He needs to shoot that spinner.
On there.
1.
Why was he doing
0.
that? I think he's playing the same strategy that Keith Elwin was playing, and trying to kick off the Frankenstein in a controlled way.
Okay.
Where shooting the left ramp, get the ball back. Shoot the left ramp, get the ball back. But if you can glance off the Frankenstein into that area near the left ramp, you don't have a chance of losing the ball in the same way that you lose it.
At the same time, though, he did have Bride running, so now we have to assume that he's actually concentrating on Bash and not interested in Rock.
I don't think he's interested in Rock because of the scores of the other players.
Right.
Which is interesting. And Elwin may be pretty close to Rock as well.
Right, which could change things a
So
lot.
that could change things. But he has a play after Elwin. So he can make his own choices at that point about what to go. He knows he has to get to Bash.
Yeah.
And so just playing and starting the modes. He's 2 shots away from Creature, 2 shots away from Wolfie.
Okay.
I was almost
Drac will
supposed to
start.
not catch
Frank
there.
is open. Drac has begun. So I would shoot Creature here, or, well, okay.
Oh, wow.
Or just start, Frank.
Okay. is Zach on ball 3 already, or
Zach
is this 2?
This is ball 2.
Yeah, I think we talked about this a little earlier, Bone. He should have started Wolfman or worked on Creature. He could have done other things.
Yeah, I don't like this decision.
Nope.
And it's okay because he still needs points, but I think that he's making the wrong choice.
And in a way, I believe coming into this, he's 4th overall.
Yeah, he is 4th overall.
He's desperate for points.
He really needs to
He
win
needs a
this
4.
game. You're not going to win this game by playing conservative.
Yeah, he's not in a position to do that anymore. With only 3 games left.
No,
This
it's
is 2
also
more.
he isn't actually trying. He doesn't appear to be trying to hit Dracula, which would give him an instrument.
Yeah.
So for him to get Rock, he has to hit Dracula. It's just standing there wobbling around. Come on,
You're going to hit me.
hit me, hit me.
Hit me.
Oh, the Bruno Mars.
He does say that.
He does say that. Blah blah blah. Oh, is that it? He get it? Nope, he's still out there. He looks like if he does finish Drac, he's doing it not really on purpose, just picking up Frank jackpots and just trying to rack Frank for a big value. That's the end of the multi-ball, though. Did he finish Frank? He did get the instrument, and he just used a VIP pass.
Why not?
To get an extra freebie. But now
4 hits to Drac.
going for Dracula. Serious?
I would have done that
I
with the
don't get it.
multi-ball, so if you have a problem and it drains, you're alive.
Maybe that was unintentional.
Oh.
That was dangerous. He hit Dracula there.
Yep, no warning on that, so that was a perfect save.
One more shot for Creature, one more shot for Wolfman, and that will be all. He will light Rock.
Bash.
Not Rock, Bash.
Yes.
With 1 shot to the left or right loop.
Here we go.
This goes going to the left loop for sure here. Oh, a missed shot, but good
Happens.
attempt. Right loop.
Very
He's
lucky
like-
Canadian.
He's yelling at Dracula, get
There
out
we
of the
go.
way.
And
Right,
Bash is lit.
Bash is lit. This is the beginning of Full Moon Fever, the last of the modes. 6 modes now. And did he go in? Where'd he go? Spinner.
Oh!
That was a misplay right
Wow.
there on the flipper.
He went through the spinner and it came around.
He went for a loop pass there, of all things.
Wow.
Earlier, we saw players like Jason Weirdrick doing a live catch there.
Totally set up for
Players
ball
are
three.
bouncing it over. He really needed that Bash right then.
Yeah,
He didn't need Bash on ball 3. He needed Bash then.
It would make a big difference.
And
it would make
the
a
other
big
part
difference.
of the difference is that all of those modes that we're running, Creature, the Wolfman, and
Yeah.
the Dracula, would have continued into the Bash and would have been worth more points, including the instrument bonus points, which are not a small amount of points.
Right. I mean, on a positive note, he did a lot of work. He's at 99 now. The next closest person above that is 109. We have Josh here at 126. Now, he already did his bash.
He's already done his Bash.
Right,
So
and it doesn't look like he has a lot of instruments.
No, he's really nowhere near Rock. That's not going to happen.
Guys, did he get the keyboard? Is that sitting there?
Yeah, he got the keyboard. He played a very good Frank multi-ball, but there was nothing else with it.
Right. So it looks like, I mean, like the Dracula is one thing, but again, it's a fair amount of work for the microphone on the girl, Bride, unless you...
And he's going for Bash. He's going for Mosh.
I think he's going for Mosh, yeah. I don't think we're going to see a Rock out of him today, unless something changes dramatically.
Here's a bit of trivia about
Yes, sir.
Monster Bash. What's the only... Every time you go in that hole, it gives you a location for the Monster Bash tour. 44 different locations. One of the locations is a real place. What is it?
Oh.
Is it Guam?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, I think it is.
It's one real location.
Well, we have our trivia expert here, Kaylee George. Let's see if he got it right.
Cow Palace.
Cow Palace.
That's right.
Well done. In Oakland, California.
San
got another
Francisco.
Yeah, that's kind of
about,
unfair. You know exactly where the Cow Palace is.
San
about the
Francisco.
locations. I've got another piece of trivia about the locations in the scoop. Which one of them is referring to a Williams game that was never released in the U.S.?
That's an interesting
Ooh,
one.
I don't
That
know
would be
that
the
one.
Phantom House.
Ooh.
That is correct.
The Phantom
Thanks,
House
Greg.
was like what in Europe would be considered a fruit machine. Basically a skill-based slot machine with bonus modes and interesting little tidbits and everything like that.
Kaylee has something for us here.
Well, you know that every piece of trivia Greg gives is going to be about Phantom House because he owned one of the very few in existence. So anytime he gets an opportunity to break out trivia on that, you know he's game.
Yep.
Well done. Greg, is that something you were going to say for us there?
How many Phantom
No,
Houses
no.
are there now?
I mean,
One?
I do own one of, I think, 6 in the U.S.
Oh,
but,
double drain. Oh, it's side 2 trails drain down left and right.
But that
It's got
wasn't
4
really my
balls in
purpose
play.
in bringing it up.
They
It's a
came-
really cool and
they're
fun,
back
neat
from
little
the
game,
timing of
and
the
it was designed by the
ball
members of the pinball team, Bill Rupp, Linda Dio, and Scott Slomiani, and it's a really fun game. It's really neat.
So he's still alive with 2 balls in play, and got the Mosh Super.
Mosh Super is a big deal.
You know what though? This one was only 6 and a bit. Now, why was this so much smaller than Keith's 11?
You increase the value of the Mosh award by shooting other shots and keeping it going for a while. So you'll see shots getting worth more and more, 980 right now. But when Keith was making those shots, it was 1.3 billion.
So in a weird way,
And it's
Keith's
basically the aggregate of the awards is somehow related to Super. I don't think it's exactly the same, the total, but
right.
it's something like that.
It's probably pretty close. 8 times 1300 is probably 11, almost, right? Something like that?
8 times 1300 is 11.
1,000.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
A million or whatever. No, you're right. Yeah.
And that's the end of the multi. Nope.
So in a way,
He has-
Keith's struggles actually
always has
got him more
balls
points in the
play,
long run.
though. I think it's like that's the end of the multi. No, that's the end of the multi. No, 176 on the board now. This
Guy's
is
working hard.
Solid mosh. And he got the second super from hitting targets.
Oh.
darn
Wow, this is last second.
Second. Well, he needs a lot more. Super
I thought it
jackpot
said
at
at
10.
I thought it said one more. I'm
Super
sorry.
jackpot at 10. So 10.
Yep. I thought it said 1. I swear. I thought it was 1 more.
You were a victim of cropping.
I was.
Well, the camera got.
He only
moved
has
up there.
179, and
Those
he's
guys.
lost an entire digit, and half the moon's gone.
Yes, mummy is lie.
So that's 182, and it's an unavoidable center drain there. Really.
Oh yeah,
whoop,
someone's
yeah,
helping.
Who's moving?
Yes. Thank you.
Who's doing that?
184 on the board
Someone
for
who
Josh
noticed.
Henderson, and Josh is
Okay.
They may
Josh
not
is only
realize that I
2
can
points.
zoom.
Josh is only 2 points behind Daniele Acciari for first place
Right.
in the
There we go.
standings through 4 games. So if Henderson wins this game, the worst he can be is tied for first with Acciari, and if Acciari doesn't take second, he'll be in the lead, and that will really be very impressive for someone that young to be ahead of basically every world champion known to man, with the IFDA champion Acciari, the Papa champion, and the #1 seed in circuit are the
Yes.
other 3 opponents.
Yeah.
And Josh Henderson is holding his own absolutely just fine against these 3 opponents.
Yeah, despite Daniela coming back all the way from, starting at the bottom of the list, I mean, in a way, if you were to pick one of these as an actual dark horse, it's probably Joshua. He's probably up against it the most.
Oh, yeah, I would have guessed the way that Acciari was playing, I was like, okay, he's got to carry it. He's just so strong and getting confident in the games, playing better and better as the day goes on.
Things are going to get in.
Josh's game knowledge was suspect to me. I worry when we move to Future Spa that he may not have a clear idea what to do, although there is a pretty clear strategy to play Future Spa. It's dangerous, but you kind of got to do it.
I agree. What could be interesting here, I mean, this ball could dictate the kind of how the next few days.
Is about to make Bash as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So
the next couple games.
We really could be in a game where all 4 players make Monster Bash.
This is critical right here. I mean,
oh my God!
There
There
we
it
got
is.
it.
That's Bash. That's Bash for Acciari, and absolutely incredible here. The timer stops, so whatever he was playing, he'll be able to continue. the monsters are worth $2 million. The center spinner is worth $7.5 million. And the modes he was carrying in, he gets to cash in those points as well. So creature mode, he'll probably be able to finish that during this. He also carried in the mummy as well as the Drac. So every time he hits Drac, he's advancing to finish Drac mode as well. Mummy mode's finished. And he should really be making a center spinner here at some point. It's just a big value. All of the jackpots are $2 million, but that center spinner's got to be worth $7.5 right here. Down to 2 balls. Oh no, down to 3 balls. Yeah, I lose track. Lots of bashing here. Up to $123 million now for Danielle Achari, which, you know, it's hard to believe that this score could finish last in this game, but it's possible the way everyone's playing this. Wolfman shot. Mummy shots you earn by making enough bumpers, so that's 2 mummy shots, maybe a third one coming here. That's unusual. 3 mummy jackpots in one go. There's the center spinner for $7.5 million. Sort of the unsung shot of this mode. It's like a super jackpot. Lyman Sheets did the code for this game. Some of the rules are reminiscent of Attack from Mars and his other games, with that center spinner acting like the Annihilation jackpot. But there really is a lot of originality in these rules. It's not a copycat of other games, and something that really appreciative about Lyman. Unfortunately, couldn't make it today because he is working on Stern's new release, the Metallica Pinball Machine, and was obligated to work on the game instead of coming here for the circuit final in December.
Which is really too bad because he's obviously a really exceptional player.
Pretty amazing to see Lyman in this tournament. He is a top player, heavy competitor. What's left for him for instruments? I think he needs the Wolfman.
Doesn't look like he's got the sax.
Yeah,
so
he just got it.
Just got it.
Just got it,
yeah.
So it looks like Bride.
He needs Bride, he needs Wolfman.
Wolfman, yes.
So
you know, but
we'll have
it's
to go
amazing,
back
guys.
through those. And you know what? That's only 12 ramp shots in a row, which for him is probably no big deal.
Right. And he came in with 40 million here, right? And now is he in the lead? Is this
he's got
close?
169. No, he's not in the lead.
No, he's close.
The lead is 184.
So he's done a lot of work.
He's done a lot of work, and has he played Mosh? I don't remember, but he may consider going for a Mosh here. Yeah, there he is, one up the middle. Right ramp, post transfer. This is not the type of play that we usually see from these post transfers. It's like the Embalmathon. It's like one wash over. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Wow.
On the fly.
He really should try. I love that combo. It's a great combo. Really well built playfield.
Well, you know, he comboed it off of the Wolfman.
No!
There you go.
That's a huge error. Oh, that's
especially for Daniela. You don't see that from him
the kind of error
almost
that would
ever.
make you scream a little bit, and we all screamed, of course, about that. 178. That's a really solid game, but there's a 109, a 99,
that is crazy to think about in this game.
99 million is last place on the Monster
99
Bash.
With the Monster Bash lid. So something's going to come up.
99 is there now. Keith Elwin needs the Wolfman. He needs a couple loops, and I don't think he's done Creature. I think he needs all his Creature shots. So this is a big ball here. Yeah, he definitely needs to work on Creature. So it'll be 4 Creature shots, which usually you can roll off in a row. That was a little more dangerous than it needed to be. He could catch him post-transfer like we saw from Kaylee. But by bouncing it over, it gives him the opportunity maybe to get it on the right flipper. But why not? You know.
Yeah, it seems to me Keith really does have plenty of instruments to still get.
We're not
so it's
talking
not
just,
Bash,
just to
no.
get just to
or
get
not
Bash.
Rock. Yeah, no,
needs,
Bash.
He
Bash
just
is
needs
close.
Creature and Wolf.
Where are you talking from?
I'm talking from the pit here, we'll call it. Right behind Keith, I'm watching the main overhead screen. I just wanted to...
We see this voice from nowhere.
I know.
Hear the voice from nowhere.
Well, I want to get a feel like, seriously, the crowd has been getting bigger and bigger all day.
Yeah.
People they've stopped their pin golf. They're sitting, they're watching. They want to see how this is unfolding.
The course is
closed.
That's Creature.
There you go.
There's only one more shot to lay
Literally
back.
one shot.
It is the loop here. What you'd hate to see. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, what happened last time?
Bash is lit.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh my god! Get a trap.
This is very hard to watch.
Why not get a full trap there? Why not live catch?
There we go, buddy.
Oh, it's in the hole. Oh my gosh! Missed shot two. The saucer just got one
Holy
warning.
cow! That might have been a double.
Warning. That was just a single warning. That shot wasn't even close.
Okay, here we go. Nice backhand.
Again, backhanded in, and oh, cow. This
becomes nerve-wracking for the player.
Oh,
yes,
he's in the hole.
And he shakes it off too.
The squirrely play is over as Bash begins. Now his first target score is 178, which was the score that Chiari put up. And that is pretty achievable in this multi-ball. He's got Preacher running, he's got Wolfie running, he's got 2 million a shot, and his multi-ball skills are quite good. Also, usually smart decision making of prioritizing high scoring shots and finishing mode. Preacher is over. Wolfie's still running.
7.5
Bash jackpot.
He's going to be shooting for those a lot.
And Monster Bash has got another 2 million there. 178 is the target to beat Achiari.
Ooh, he's very close.
And he's
173 right now.
I would be shocked and chagrined if he doesn't make it to 178 with his 2 million. And now, after making it past 178, he'll basically be trying to rack whatever he can. Josh Henderson is at 184. That'll put him over Achiari. So, astoundingly, Achiari at 178 is doomed to, at best, a third place here.
Wow!
With a 178.
With a 178 and a bash. And
we still probably have a bash to come unless Zach has a bad ball.
And Zach is ready to go with bash. Isn't it? It's lit.
It's lit.
He had it lit. And
this will be all 4 players getting a bash. First time today, for sure. And I don't know when I last saw that.
First time today. First time
ever seen.
First time I ever heard of.
Yeah.
Just astounding. All right. So now after this, he's going to try working on. Maybe try working on the rest of the instruments, but I don't think he's going for that. I think he may be just trying to take some low-hanging fruit, like playing for Creature. I'm not sure what he's doing exactly right now, but it's not going well. Creature shots might be the call of the day here. And spinner shots. Okay, spinner shot. We saw Steve Bowden do this after he made Monsters of Rock. 2 million shots at center shot, so why not cash in a little bit, take a couple 2 millions. This is very tough grinding play at this hour. 5th game of the series. It's not late yet, but it's been a while. It's 8:30.
Huh?
Bowen,
I'm sorry, I just woke up. Hi.
How do you feel about grinding out Bash versus grinding out Creature here?
You mean grinding out Mosh center shots? I'm not sure. I think it comes out about even. I don't know. Kaylee probably knows the numbers better than anyone.
Kaylee George here.
Yeah, well, for a player like Elwin, it's going to be a lot better for him to just grind Creature. The feed out of that, although he's letting a dead bounce, you can live trap that and put the ball back in.
That's what you were doing.
And a post pass catch to the right flipper at will. And when he's going through the spinner, he can brick up there a lot more easily and have the ball come back in all sorts of fashions out of the spinner lane. So I would definitely vote for finishing this game off, just shooting Creature shots.
Yeah, like right there, he's doing everything. He's due to go for Mosh. Yeah, there's a brick shot. That just doesn't really happen. Going for Creature, brick over there, and it's pretty much coming back to you with safety. You can miss the catch or miss the bounce over. I don't know. We'll be right back. This is definitely not as exciting.
No, it's
as
a very
it
slow
was
grind.
right up until this moment. It was a pretty exciting game. Instead, it's now turned into a bit of a grind fest. This is what happens when games have major goals. That if you're close to a major goal, you get pretty excited. You're right there. Well, you achieve major goal, it's pretty awesome. Then you pass the major goal, and the next major goal is super far away. You're just like, And good games are constantly giving you these goals. Like just, oh, there's something more to do. Oh, there's something more to do. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And some of the best are like that all the time. This game is a really good game, but it suffers from that at this phase of the game where you're past Bash and Rock is really far away, and another Bash is really far away. It's a little different in arcade play because of extra balls. This game tends to give it a lot of extra balls, and then you feel like you're not really that far away from another Bash and another Rock because you can get there with your extra balls.
Right,
With no extra balls, it's seriously unlikely that he's going to get through to Bash again, and it's seriously unlikely he's going to get through to Rock. So grind away, grind away, grind away home. But maybe he's changed his mind about it, because here he is trying to earn an instrument off the Wolfman. He's got the last two he would need are Drac and Bride. 3 more shots for Bride. So I don't know. Maybe he's just sick of grinding.
Special is what on this game? 10 million right now?
10 million.
Just a little bit.
On the Outlaw.
Yeah, so it's just a bonus if he drains badly.
On the correct side. Drain badly on the correct side.
Well, you know what? It's free points if you start a multi-ball.
So it's a 5 million coin flip.
Yeah.
5 million expected value coin. Did it. Oh, did it. Did it.
Yeah.
218 at this point. Keith has passed Danielle Acciari, who is at best going to get third. Zach Sharp still to play at 99 million
and Daniela taking low points here, whether it be a 1 or a 0, is really going to make things interesting going through these last 2 games.
Yeah, we have Future Spa and Iron Man to go. And I mean, you said that Daniela doesn't really like Iron Man, but yet we saw him making shots, and he made bogey ramps like
it was nothing. Exactly.
That right bogey ramp for him was buttery. And
maybe he's starting to like that game after all.
Maybe he's going to change his mind about that. That's true. I guess that wasn't true.
Interesting to see, though, like you were saying, how Josh Henderson and maybe Daniela himself will approach Future Spa if they're not that familiar with the smartest strategy.
Well, I don't know. I don't think the smartest strategy on Future Spa is all that different. It's basically bash multipliers.
Right.
But you know, so if they're watching the feed, they're all set.
I don't think they are.
They're probably going to be all set. Yeah, maybe they're watching the Future Spa. Maybe they're watching the Future Spa game from D Division a year ago.
Oh,
wow. Busted right ramp.
A nice ball.
Very
busted
big ball.
right ramp ended ball and chain there. Big bonus to 236 million. SSB will survive at least that fight.
And he goes and takes a walk to watch the streaming coverage on the other screen.
You know, Bowen.
No, maybe.
Right now, Bowen. Zach officially is the one holding a 0 with this if things don't improve significantly. You know, getting only a 1 or 0 in this might kind of take him out of the running.
Oh yeah. You know, there's a nice light though lit in the middle of the playfield.
That should do it.
Monster Bash.
Oh my.
Now I don't know what the game is called. I believe the game is called Monster Bash.
There it is.
There it is.
That's all we needed.
Playing Monster Bash during Monster Bash is probably a good thing.
Yes.
And that means that all 4 players in this game achieved Monster Bash.
Incredible.
Which is
pretty amazing.
Absolutely astounding. Very, very strong play. And Zach still in last place right now with
Monster Bash.
107 million points.
Just terrible. Terrible play.
Oh, look at that.
I saw that.
Oh, wow.
And then the ball just stayed alive long enough to drain when the ball save turned off. So I think he actually lost because of that craziness. He didn't lose the multi-ball. He still got 3. All on the same side. Nice trail separation there.
Very nice.
And this is just patience. Oh, man.
Wow.
Now you might, how is that possible? With the ramp is up and over and around, and it's still climbing that part. It's a really interesting shot that you can have it go most of the way around into the metal guide and still not make it. It's a 3/4 ramp shot. That is like a 5/4 ramp shot.
Ooh.
Ride award, great patience, great separation. Getting one ball by itself allows you to then make shots with that ball. The trap. Oh, I didn't need to do that. That's all right. He's going to still get some points here. Oh no! Oh, 2 balls green at once, and that's an absolute disaster. He gets a 3 million bash jackpot, but that is a huge disappointment. Only 19 million for Monster Bash, and he has still a long way to go. I agree with you. You know, he is not in a position where he can afford to take anything less than 2 here.
Yeah,
probably.
And even a 2 is a little close.
Yeah, even a 2, he'll just basically have to win out.
Yeah. Yes, he's really up against it, and he needed more from that.
So where is he for Rock? He's nowhere. He has no progress towards Rock because of the way he was playing earlier. He was basically targeting Bash as a goal, and
so it looks like he's going to mosh it out or creature
with Bash lit, and so he's going to grind spinners the same way we saw Keith Elwin grinding spinners a little while ago. He has only 15 more spinner shots to go to achieve Mosh Pit multi-ball, and they will be exciting 15 spinner shots for sure. You'll be watching those 15 spinner shots live right here at the Pop-It Circuit Final.
On a positive note.
Wait, are we still live?
We are live.
We are live.
Now,
it's only been 12 hours.
Here's an interesting fact about Josh Sharp while he shoots the spinner over and over again. Josh and Zach are the sons of Roger Sharp, who is a pinball designer of Sharpshooter. So one of Zach's nicknames is Sharpshooter 2 because he is the second son, with the first son being Josh, the younger son. Zach once beat my sister, 9-year-old sister, in the junior finals at Papa in New York City back in 1995. So there's a picture of my sister aged 9 or something like that. I don't have the picture of her crying as she was crushed by Zach. She actually cried as Zach just beat her down senselessly.
On Monster Bash.
Monster Bash was still a twinkle in the eye of Lyman Sheets and George Gomez at the time. The most interesting fact I think about Zach, I mean there are a lot besides him, you should look up his calendar, his pin-up calendar.
Oh yes.
Is that Roger Sharp worked at Williams Valley Midway, and they needed some kids to play Mortal Kombat for the flyer for the game. So if you look at the official flyer for Mortal Kombat, you just type Mortal Kombat flyer, you'll see 2 kids wearing, I would call them jams, those long shorts from the 90s with crazy colors. No, that's basically going to end the day for Zach and his opportunity.
I have
to
to
win
say
the
so.
final.
Yep.
Really solid play. 132. My God, 132 is last place. But he'll have 4 points.
Crazy.
He'll have 4 points through the 5th game, and really, I don't think there's any way back from that.
No.
He can only get to 12, and
yeah.
And
we know Danielle is at least 11 then. Is that correct?
Daniele will be, he's locked in.
At least
he's locked in.
Yeah.
He's done. He's got the 3rd. Daniele has 11. Zach Sharp with 4, and Josh Henderson, if he wins here, he will have 12.
So this will make for an interesting game.
Final 2.
If not, Keith Elwin will have 10, and Josh Henderson will have 10. We will be at 11, 10, 10, 4 with 2 games to go.
Yep.
And unfortunately, maybe there's some crazy scenario where 12 from Zach Sharp could lead to a tie break, but I don't think it's even possible.
No, I don't either. Yeah,
we need some mathematicians on the line to calculate the probability of this one. But Zach played really well in this game. He had that double drain, carom ball drain to end his bat, and that was it. And after that, you're in no man's land again.
Yep.
And in this case, that no man's land was one he didn't recover from. I was curious why he switched back and forth between going for spinner and going for creature.
Yeah,
and it looked like going for spinner was working reasonably well for him. I thought that for sure he was going to go that direction. Then he changed his mind and went for creature.
I'm thinking Kaylee was here with me. Just he kind of whispered that to me as the Monster Bash had ended for Zach. If I was to guess, and I mean I can probably pass it off to Kaylee, I betcha Zach probably realized that in the long run, the points you get per shot probably ended up a little bigger for Creature. What do you think, Kaylee?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
Well,
I mean, Zach was
assuming you don't get to, assuming
13
you don't.
shots away from a mosh pit, 14 shots including a scoop, and just a few shots to start this Creature and go through one round and be right back. In the
Oh,
race. So
that's right off the right
players
swing to the left out lane.
Dude,
Thanks,
He
Taylor.
is
that
done.
is tough. That is a difficult
So-
game at a tough time, and Keith
things
Elwin
are
with the
interesting.
victory, and now things are extremely interesting.
Wow.
Daniele Acciari maintains his lead, but it's a narrow lead with 11 points through 5 games. Keith Elwin and Josh Henderson are tied with 10, 1 point behind. Jack Sharp is at this point basically eliminated with 4.
Yeah.
He can play a little bit of spoiler in this, and I'm sure he's going to play it out because every
Absolutely.
game is worth $100. So Zach, if he wins a game, he still gets the hundy.
Yeah.
And so there's a good reason to keep playing well.
Absolutely.
As we play Iron Man or Future Spa, it'll basically come down to these 2 games. 2 games left in the circuit final. If you've got friends, this is the time to get them in and watch this. If you post on Twitter, it's the circuit final on GeekGamerTV or papa.org. It's the Papa Circuit Final here at Scott Township, Pennsylvania, just outside Pittsburgh.
And it
We'll
looks
be
like
here
we're
all
moving
weekend.
to Iron Man.
So at the end of one of the longest rounds of the circuit final, round 5 of 7, we got Daniele Acciari in first place with 11 points. Joshua Henderson in second with 10, tied with Keith Elwin. And with 4 points, Zach Sharp. Keep it right here on GeekGamer.tv and YouTube for the latest of the 2012 Papa Circuit Final from Scott Township, Pennsylvania.